The offense is...
Opportunity here. We have the Nuggets. That's the matchup. Yoke
been shooting the ball at a very high level.
McDaniels.
Box.
Down the lane. Good look at a three.
On the perimeter, but inside.
That's a screen for Conley. The push.
And was not himself for sure.
For the game point.
So good. I mean, there's in the can where some of them are ever us out.
There's not a lot of head coach.
And what's important. And just really get to the, and we're lucky to have him as well.
For shake and bake. Over to Towns, down the lane.
Let the bad happen again. He said an
9-0, Minnesota lead. For Gobert, driving, block, back to Porter. Great verdict. Oh, nice move to avoid. 11. The pickpocket, down the lane.
You know, you love ball pressure. Now it's needed to have happen.
Steps inside the three. Turnover for Denver. Edwards. Jokic staying with it. Missing in the game for Minnesota as Jaden
12 of them in the first half. Get a little...
The lob.
That in the pregame show. Limit ease. Their field goal percentage speaks for itself, and then finish
in the second half Monday. A lot of back.
He did, but
Nikhil Alexander-Walker also in. Anderson, the runner.
Start for Denver for sure.
Yes. Minnesota product second in the game.
His sister is so very talented fit for Denver. They switch one.
Nice quick pass inside
the area. Wide open shooter in the corner.
Jokic, bully ball. The pull-up game.
To the rim, and he gets fouled intentionally. Not acceptable.
From Anthony Edwards, who was among 3 free throw attempts total.
His normal self getting the
pass. Reed, he's going to hurt you.
If he's scoring, he's not.
Case in point. Oh, Najee.
On Jokic, and they also played.
You've got to account for Aaron
Murray, to Christian Brown. Great at
a heck of a season so far for Denver.
This is basically his rookie year.
The floor incredibly athletic.
5-point ball kick out. Christian Brown for
and the ball gets deflected out to Nas.
He's talk about mental toughness. That's a solid one for the Wolves. And Jokic starts the second quarter.
Just sort of going into the playoffs last year's town guys out of the mix is Zeke
playing that series. The angle to Reed.
Able to use the offhand, spin it off the glass.
Reggie Jackson, long two. Former Mr. Basketball Towns has to give it up. Hands. Najee turns inside.
Off for Bruce Brown, but leaving. Going to Houston is both got.
Nas goes down hard. He's going to back down. Murray turns inside. Walker lays it up. Anderson. Murray on the smaller Murray, missed it. City edition jersey. Jokic back on the floor. Towns for three. Struggling with that deep ball. Attacking Jackson. Free throw line. Jay.
Nas and Karl Anthony Towns.
Again.
To get him into a right box post up. Get him into a left box post up. But where you got to crab him from the wing into.
He certainly had his most success so far. Second quarter, Jokic. Porter, the pull-up over the end. Going at Murray. Pushes him out. Three, and then back-to-back old foul. 10th turnover.
Well, and Minnesota has. I mean,
Edwards. Murray in the lane. Not getting the call.
You can't clap at the officials. It's one thing.
Back to Jokic. Free throw line. Right-hand floater to go. Took 3 seconds in this first half. Now get out the way. Edwards. 5th and 6th attempts of the night. Karl Anthony Towns takes his KCP over to Porter.
And back into the action in front of Jamal
Edwards to Gobert.
Man, let's hope he can convert these free throws. Come on, Grady. Tell him what you know about that Denver Nuggets.
Time yet, but he will before the end of the season.
A lot. He's going to be a really nice player.
Wolves pouring it on.
Antis, I mean, he's 5'10", but.
Meanwhile, Denver's giving it away 11. It's been an odd night. Tickets.
Off action was Mike Conley still.
No. Yeah, Jokic taps it out to Porter. Turns inside. Got the Edwards. Yeah.
That's just the reality of that. When they say double-digit leads, that can also basketball.
How do you respond? But he can get cooking. How do you
He
respond?
did the same thing in Atlanta, almost the same.
Conley for three. Bumps from behind.
Jamal Murray. I don't know how.
Off night from Murray.
This has not been a great shooting night.
Nuggets coming off the win, threading the needle. Porter
For a long time, and that's rebounded the basketball. Minnesota's been a sub 70%.
18-point ball game as Porter. Edwards won't take the shot clock. Long.
It's in your favor as Jokic can't get it to go.
Bad decision. Murray off glove.
You got to veer back to Jokic. Randy Whitten was here, Indiana. So, I mean, it was kind of like your favorite.
At IU-Purdue rivalry, Bob Knight Jr.
The shot that he cleaned up.
Aaron Gordon, Jokic, Towns, good look at a three. Murray for three. Good. Weaving around the defense. Conley on the drive. Right. On a minute restriction. And he's
Combination anyway.
Jokic all alone. It's going to be his 8th rebound.
How much Jaden's been on the glass, and Towns puts the ball on the deck like that, and he gets that arm.
Murray over to Brown. Go back. Murray to pull. Porter turns into Murray. Conley for three.
Rolling.
Only 2 assists. He's Towns for three. No bump. Towns. Kick. Brown driving.
A side of the world that he hadn't even and learn more about her. Naz Rady just does it all.
Wolves out of the timeout. Towns down the night. Transition. Jokic. 4 straight games to start the season. Red money on the table with another Frank Anderson. Downhill.
Flipping defensively.
Anderson. Down the low. It's Towns going in Najee and
Elijah on 2.
Brown. Milton. Left.
Supposed to be taking care of some of that.
Oh, stopping on a dime. Behind the back. Towns.
A foul called by Reggie Jackson.
Reed beats the clock for the Wolves by 2, 28-20. 17-point lead as we start.
That's for sure.
Can't miss those things. Anderson, Najee behind the three-point line from the floor. Denver. 8 players for the Nuggets.
Coming back into the game now. Smart. He's
Najee on the attack. Murray around a Najee screen. Jokic will check in. It's Reed penetrating. Target center. 4 and 5. Minnesota.
They really nice job, but Gobert has just been back away from the Denver Nuggets. Jokic 2-man game, and I mean Jokic is one of 2. I mean,
attempted a shot.
Gordon has not finished. It's not been as clean as it. Gordon has taken in this game.
Edwards, the fade.
Oh yeah.
But to have a practical contact with after a long against taking his time off. Conley, oh the lob. Strawman, deep 3.
Averaged 9.6 last year. Much go wrong in the second half against Atlanta. Huge. That doesn't include scoring.
It's in his first action of the season. You see 5:42 away from fall 6. Dropped 100 and over to Holiday. He is a good shooter. Missed it,
But I will put A1 steak sauce.
man. Looking down, Anderson puts it up inside a way that James Harden is forced this guy Jim Pete.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Sitting there with his team. This was kind of awkward.
Mac, who just checked in and got a nice over. Hunter Tyson got to see him in the buckets. This is Jalen Pickett
In their first 4 games, Wolves have done it.
inside.
I don't know if it's Jeff Newton. I don't know who's a challenge or not. You got to have it. You're off the hook, Nate.
Barry can't wait till after the free throw.
tangible things in this. Neither one of these teams were very good at getting a line 5 free throw attempts, though. 10 over there.
The third opponent this season that the Wolves will look at.
There you go.
But Miami's...
I'd like offensively. It's just... So, I mean, just show themselves because they never really, I mean, they weren't a good three-point shooting team. It's like anchor on the perimeter out there.
I tell you what, Strother is not. Who watched the disappointment on Monday to a 110. Game not over yet.
He and Jaden have the same number of rebounds. That's how much Jaden's been on the glass, and Towns foul there. When he puts the ball on the deck like that, and he gets that arm.
Murray over to Brown. Go back. 6 on the shot clock. Murray to pull.
Screens getting into the painted area.
Who's been heating up in the third quarter. Turns into the third quarter. Remember DeJounte Murray. Conley for 3.
Get him on your side. Mike's been rolling.
23 points for Nikola Jokic. Only 2 assists. He's Towns for 3. Anderson takes a bump. Towns can't. Brown driving.
Said it was so special getting to see a side of the world that he hadn't even personally getting to spend the day with her and learn more about her. Naz Reid just does it all.
T-shirt 81-67. Wolves out of the timeout. Towns down the free throw line. He has 17 points on the night. Stops in the fourth quarter. Couldn't get back in transition.
The world champions.
Jokic. First time in his career, 4 straight games to start the season.
Around the basket than he has his right hand.
Ray just it up. There would have been more money on the table with another Frank. Been a difference maker early. Brown working on Anderson. Downhill. Flip.
Angle players in terms of angling defensive.
Anderson down the left. And now it's Towns going in Najee and
a spin move at the post. Elijah on 2.
Brown.
Since
Milton left.
Tracking system is supposed to be taking care of some of that.
Anderson. Oh, stopping on a dime. Over to Anderson, behind the back, Town.
Cat wanted a foul called. Thought it was hands by Reggie Jackson.
Pay attention to the clock. 1 second. Reed beats the clock. It's outscore the Wolves by 2, 28-20. At a no call here. 17-point lead as we start.
These referees have not had a great game, that's for sure.
Can't miss those things. Anderson on the bench. Brown the kick out. Najee behind the three-point tonight. 41% from the floor out here for Denver. If we're going to see any of the main players for the Nuggets.
Michael Porter Jr., somebody. Jamal Murray's coming back into the game now. Hop Jordan McLaughlin. Smart. He's
on the floor for the Nuggets. Najee on the attack. Murray around a Najee screen. Nikola Jokic will check in. Who retreats. Gives it to Naz Reid. Penetrating. A 19-point advantage here at Target Center. /flex for more info. What's gone right so far in the second half for Minnesota?
They really, in the third quarter, Naz Reid's come in here and done a nice job, but Gobert has just been, and all of that paint stuff, that rim attack away from the Denver Nuggets. Ease in this game for me was the Murray-Jokic two-man game and accomplished. Limit the easy rim attempts. I mean, Jokic is one of 2 dunk, but so
Gordon had attempted a shot.
Gordon and Wolves have had a little problem with the paint. They've not finished, it's not been as clean as they keep it going. That's only the second shot that Aaron Gordon has taken in this game.
ISO ball. Edwards, the fade. The Wolves were after that loss in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
But to have a practice football pads and finishing through contacts, what after a long response on their home floor against Edwards. Taking his time.
Off and him in jail behind it.
21-point game. Conley. Oh, the lob. Strauven, deep three. Rebounds.
Average is 8.5. Average 9.6 last year. Afterwards, after having so much go wrong in the second half against Atlanta, 0 for 7 in the game, but he's been huge. What you can do on a basketball court that doesn't include scoring.
In his first action of the season. You see 4-0 on the season. 5:42 away from fall. Now going the third quarter, and the Boston Celtics dropped 100 in action. Over to Holiday. He is a good shooter. Missed.
By the way, too, so it's going to look like steak if I have to eat it, but I will put A1 steak sauce.
Man. This is Braxton Key backing down Anderson. Puts it up play. Inside a watch will allow them to win the championship. I think the way that James Harden is forced. Superstitious guy, Jim Pete.
Yeah. Coming into the Clipper locker room with Russ sitting there with his teammates was kind of awkward.
Here's Reed. Gives it over to J-Mac, who just checked in and got a nice open. Pickett, the kick out. Hunter Tyson, got to see him in the averaging. He's been getting buckets. This is Jalen Pickett.
Opponents under 100 points in their first 4 games. Wolves have done
Over to Brown. Inside.
Now down with the Iowa Wolves. I don't know who's it. I don't know if it's Jeff Newton. I don't know who's his head around points at you. What do you think? Are we going to challenge or not? You got to have it. You got it. There you go. You're off the hook, Nate. Storm. That's great.
Barry Kent. Timberwolves. Wait till after the free throw. Bouncer Jinx to the test.
A lot of the hustle point, intangible things in this. Josh Minot knocks it down. Neither one of these teams were very good at getting on the line. The teams to not shoot well. Minnesota 25 free throw attempts though, 10 over there.
The Nuggets under 100. It will be the third opponent this season that the Wolves will have 4 opponents under 100.
There you go.
So it's really good. But Miami's.
I'd like it. So I think this team is going to be good offensively. It's just.
Walker called for the foul.
So, I mean, just to this team to sort of show themselves, because they never really been a rebounding team. They weren't a good defensive team. They weren't a good three-point shooting team. It's like looking in the mix here, and you put his anchor on the perimeter out there.
I tell you what, Strother is not shocked. And these Timberwolves fans who watched the disappointment on Monday cheer them on to a 110, as many as 23. Game not over yet.